Here we're going to do a longer lower with an auto-blocking belay device. And here the scenario would be, maybe my climber dropped something, maybe they need to go back to they want to reclimb a section or whatever it might be, but you want to do a longer lower than what we were doing before. So here I've got my climber, Sunny, it's going to need my climber. And this could be a weighted backpack or a heavy rock that you're practicing with. And here I'm just going to yard her right up there. So go ahead and just hang there, Sunny. And so now I want to do a longer lower. And again, first step, really kind of as we say in this class, anytime you're doing some shenanigans, if you're doing some stuff, start with the cat knot. That's always a good place to start. You really can't go wrong when you put that cat knot in. So I'm tucking that backside of my clove in there just to help clean it up for me and also to help you see better. So here, I will start by putting the third hand on again on the brake strand with an auto block. So that third hand friction hitch is always a really key thing that you can think about as we're doing this. Okay, check to make sure it's going to catch. Looks good. Here again, I'm going to redirect the brake strand on this lower. Give myself a little slack. I left my cat knot in there just because for me that's the habit. I leave that cat knot in there until I'm really ready to go. Even though I have my third hand on so I could take it off, I just leave that on until the end. That's kind of your preference. And now, earlier we showed how you can use a nut tool in the slot of the auto blocking belay device or even a carabiner in the hole. Here we're going to use the hole again, but we're going to use a skinny sling. And so here, it needs to be like a Dyneema sling. If I've got a big fat nylon sling, it's probably even too fat. Sometimes you can get those in there, might not work. I could even use a cordelette. So if I don't have a skinny sling, I could use a cordelette. Here I'll use a skinny sling where I'm just going to girth hitch it through that hole. Now I've tried to keep my bar tack at the end of that sling, okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to redirect this sling. Now I have some options here. I could try to go into my master point. I could also go into my shelf. I can even go off the carabiner I'm clipped into because I put my clove hitch on the shelf of that anchor. So there, got it set up. Okay, and notice there I kind of tucked it through to get it out of the way, and now I need to clip it into me, and this is a little short, so I'm going to extend it with a quick draw. This doesn't have to be anything that's locking, okay, but just something I can get into my harness. And notice I need a little bit of slack on my clove hitch, and I think this will be enough. We'll try it out here. I'm going to take my cat knot out, snug up my third hand, and get ready here to lower Sunny. So now, again, before I really commit here, I can just double check. Got a good third hand on, it's redirected, and I'm ready to pull this. So now I'm just going to sit back, and notice here that sling is defeating that device. Let me give some slack to the rope here. Sunny, be heavy. And here, I might just need a little bit more rope here. So let me I'm going to put a little bit more length on my clove hitch. All right, now, I think that'll do it. Now, that's what I needed. I just needed a couple more inches out of my clove. So I was getting tight on the rope on my clove hitch where I was attached there, so I couldn't fully release it. But there you can see, I've got a brake hand on, another hand tending that friction hitch, lowering Sunny. And there I can do a pretty long lower. It's not the smoothest lower, so we're going to talk about some other methods to transition to a longer lower. But this will definitely get you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet. You can start to make the call with this. It'll definitely get you for a longer lower than what we were showing before.